Do you have any quarrel beef with Anthony Edwards?
No, I mean we've never well, we actually haven't. We met at the opening ceremony of the Olympics.
Okay.
I know what you're referring to though.
Yes.
So you're referring to the article that came out in the Times Magazine.
Yes.
I'm gonna give two parts to the story. In 2023, Adidas asked me to come out for a shoe signing. It didn't work because I was doing a fashion walk with Hugo Boss, and there's no way I was going to be able to make it back to be able to do that. Didn't show up. Then I had been discussing my own new contract with Adidas, and what I wanted to be in there was a shoe, because I said Anthony Edwards has a shoe, and I'm already a 6-time world champion, and I'm prophesying that I'm going to be the Olympic champion. Mm-hmm. I believe I've done enough to prove that my worth is, given a signature shoe, or at least having the conversation of it. They said that's not their department, yada, 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 dancing around the conversation. At the time, I was frustrated with them, still am, that's another story, about how they didn't even want to have the conversation of it. Mm. And the point that I wanted to show America, leading off of that world champions of what, is this is the difference of how we track and field athletes are treated in the US. We've come back with world championships, Olympic golds. We're seen by the world. They don't even want to entertain the conversation of having a shoe.
Have you ever thought about going to a USA brand like?
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where did D Wade sign with? Is it Ching or it's a Chinese?
I'm not familiar with.
But it's a basketball shoe company that is not, based in the United States.
In the US.
Li Ning.
Okay.
Right? So Li Ning made Dwayne Wade, amongst other athletes, like their Mount Rushmore, right? And you would think like, yo, D Wade's American, why not Nike? Why not Adidas? Why not Under Armour? Why not, Reebok or, whatever? But he went that way, and I believe he's still that way amongst other players too. But for you having that issue, if your popularity is in Europe, why not look for a Europe company?
Well, Adidas is Europe. They're German.
Silly me. But
I know where you're going.
It's like, if you're having an issue with one, why not go where you're wanted?
So I'm going to take this in two parts. I'm assuming you're referring to why not move to a Nike or somebody else?
Or somewhere
just somewhere that's just outside of the world. Okay, let's do that one. Now that because I have thought about this for a long time. If I leave, I'm giving up the advantage of product. I need spikes to run in. Adidas makes some of the best spikes in the world. I need trainers to run in. There are rules, and by the governing body of track and field, that you have to be okayed by these brands. So the shoe companies know that. So they know that you're going to have to come back to them. Mm-hmm. We have 360 deals in track and field. Rappers talk about them all the time.
I'm familiar.
They get everything. They get my casual clothes. They get sunglasses, headphones.
Like you're a walking billboard. Underwear, socks. Sometimes I got to fight for deodorant. Like, things that you would think that wouldn't be in their category is all towards them. Mm-hmm. So those are the only deals they want to talk about. They don't want to talk about, if you go with a company, like let's say Verizon wanted to sponsor me. And Verizon wants to pay me a ton of money. They don't want to have that conversation of just, we'll just
give you some clothes and some spikes, and you'll be on your way. Because that's a lot easier in a league where you're gonna get your jersey and you're gonna make sure you get the best training equipment. My training group is an Adidas only training group. If I'm not an Adidas athlete, I can't even train there. I would lose my coach that I've been with for 9 years. That's helped me coach, that's coached me to 6 world championships, the third fastest man.
I'm assuming Adidas pays him then.
Adidas does pay him.
Okay, cool.
And there are and most of the best coaches are like that. Another coach, there's a Nike coach, who trains Sha'Carri. He's a Nike coach. Only Nike athletes can be with him. There's a few more in Jamaica, and there are Puma coaches and all that. So again, by the time I do get that contract, I'm blacklisting myself almost from the whole sport.
Exclusive, you're exclusive, to them because
to do what I need to do in this sport.
Yeah, to have the necessities for you to be successful. It would be hard for you not to.
It would be almost all that money that I'm probably going to make with Verizon is going to go right back into just being able to do the bare necessity of what I do now.
Apparel,
training groups, gyms,